Hi, welcome back to my channel. And this is a podcast, and I will communicate with the ChatGPT around the 5 topic about the AI and the where duration the 30 minutes. So let's get started.
Absolutely. That sounds like a lot of fun. We can definitely dive into 5 AI-related topics over the next half hour or so. Just let me know what's on your mind and we'll get started. That's an interesting piece of news. So it sounds like Anthropic AI company is really leaning into offering tiered performance modes for their Anthropic model, Claude Opus 4.6 Anthropic language model. It's definitely an intriguing angle to think about how pricing and speed might create a sort of speed hierarchy in the AI world. To give you a little more context, here's a quick look at what Claude models generally look like. I'm just, let's say, focused on Claude Opus 4.6 model interface, Anthropic AI model branding, Claude Fastmo settings, num per query. In terms of what this means for the AI landscape in 2026, it could indeed be that some companies with bigger budgets will have access to these ultra-fast reasoning tiers, while smaller players might stick to standard speeds. It's a bit like having different lanes on a digital highway. If you want to dive deeper into any part of this or chat about how this might affect your own projects, just let me know.
Do you think why Anthropic released this the fast mode? Because I ever use the cloud code, I think it's very faster than another competitor like the Codebases.
Yeah, that's a great question. Sure. In short, Anthropic introduced the fast mode for their Claude Opus 4.6 model to give developers a way to run the same AI about 2.5 times faster than the standard version. It's mainly for situations where speed is really critical, like high-stakes coding or real-time tasks. It does cost more, about 6 times the standard price, but it's meant for those who really need that extra speed. So the idea is that in the future...
Okay, so do you think the fast mode can make that the model exhibition which the fast model can affect the expression about the model? Hello? What is going on? Hello? Are you here?
Hi, yep, I'm here. It sounds like you're wondering if using the fast mode might change how the model expresses itself or behaves. Generally, the fast mode is designed to run the same model logic more quickly, so the core responses and reasoning should remain consistent. The main difference is that you just get those answers faster. It's a bit like the same car engine, but now tuned to rev up more quickly. It's not changing the personality of the car, just how fast it can deliver the same performance. If you have any other questions, just let me know.
If you saying the fast mode as saying the expression equals, which is the normal model, so should have not any people should don't enable this the fast mode. So why need to leave the normal model, or we can call it slow model?
It's a good question, and it really comes down to cost and resource usage. While the fast mode gives you the same answers more quickly, it's significantly more expensive. That means not everyone will want or need to pay that premium just to get slightly faster responses. The standard or normal mode is more cost effective and still perfectly fine for tasks that aren't super time sensitive. So in a nutshell, the reason to keep the standard mode around is that it gives people a more affordable option for everyday use, while the fast mode is there for those who really need the speed and are willing to pay extra for it.
I want to need you teach me how to expression the fast mode.
Absolutely, I can
have any the effect for the 表现 of these models, how to say is more the English.
Sure. If you want to say it in a simple way, you can just say something like, using the fast mode doesn't change how the model behaves or performs, it just makes it deliver the same results faster. In other words, the model's performance or behavior stays the same. It just speeds up the process.
So I can say, how do you watching these advanced models may affect the behavior of these models, right?
Exactly, you got it. You can say something along the lines of, so basically, enabling this fast mode doesn't really affect the behavior of the model itself, it just makes it run the same tasks more quickly. That's a nice, clear way to put it.
Okay, so we just know Anthropic released the fast mode, and have any the additional information or like the why reasoning, what is the reason caused this the launch the fast mode?
Sure. In a nutshell, Anthropic launched the fast mode for their Claude Opus 4.6 model because they saw that some users, especially in enterprise settings, really need faster response times for high stakes or latency sensitive tasks. It's basically the same model running at about 2.5 times the speed, but it costs more, up to 6 times as much as the standard mode. The idea is that now you can choose a fast lane if you really need that extra speed, and keep using the normal mode if you don't.
I don't understand what does the not shells. It's a platform or anything. Can you explanation it in Chinese?
当然可以。In a nutshell， 这个短语的意思就是简而言之，或者总的来说，它是一种用来概括重点、简单总结的说法。所以当我说 in a nutshell 的时候，就是在用一种很简洁的方式来概括这个意思。
Okay, so we talking the next topic.
Absolutely. Let's jump right into the next topic whenever you're ready. In short, Meta is rolling out a new set of AI capabilities called the Avocado models, along with an integration framework called OpenClaw. They're testing a feature that lets users schedule recurring tasks, basically turning the chatbot into a kind of always-on digital assistant. This means that AI can handle tasks automatically on a schedule, which is a big shift from just answering questions on demand. It raises some interesting points about how we might start letting AI handle more of our daily routines in the background.
Avocado, why make this the names?
Good question. Companies often take unique or quirky names like Avocado and OpenClaw just to make their projects memorable or to give them a fun internal code name. Sometimes these names don't have a deep meaning and are just there to make the project feel a bit more approachable or to keep things light. So in this case, Avocado might just be a catchy, friendly name they chose, and OpenClaw might be another playful code name for one of their integration tools.
So, what I understand about the Avocado is, it can let open cloud to do. I don't understand what does mean the recurring test.
No problem. So when we say recurring tasks, we just mean tasks that repeat on a schedule, like something you want the AI to do every day, every week, or at certain times. In other words, instead of just asking the AI to do something once, you can have it automatically handle that task again and again without you having to remind it. So Avocado is just the name of the model, and it's letting the AI run these recurring tasks for you.
But I don't understand the looks like the just achieve the scheduler feature is too simple, right? I think it's sure another developer can achieve it, and I don't understand why Meta expects me to do these things. It's just a new feature upon on the Avocado model, or the model is the brand new, and I need something. Can you make me more clarify?
Of course, it's a good point. Essentially, what Meta is doing is adding a built-in scheduling capability directly into their AI model. While you're right that scheduling tasks is something other developers can also achieve with their own tools, Meta is basically making it a native feature. In other words, it's not that this concept is brand new, but rather that Meta is integrating it so that you can do it all in one place without relying on an extra layer of scheduling software. So yes, it's basically a new built-in feature of the Avocado model rather than a completely separate or revolutionary idea.
But I don't understanding in the technology. The the scheduling or the recruiting is just depend the other side the tool to which to call do something, right? Why is relationship between the which the models? Because I understand the model is master receive the acceptor and generate the response. The whole architecture don't have any relationship about the recruiting.
I get what you're saying. In simpler terms, the model itself, like the AI's brain, is still doing what it always does. It receives input and then gives you a response. What Meta is adding is just a built-in way to tell the AI, hey, do this thing every day at 9 a.m. without you having to come back and type the request each time or use another scheduling tool on top of it. So the scheduling part is like a little helper that's now included with the model, allowing the AI to run on a schedule. The core AI model itself isn't fundamentally changed, it's just getting a new feature that makes it easier to have it do things on a recurring basis.
So what is the advantage for the integrator with the open cloud than the another models like the Gemini?
And sure, Meta's OpenClaw integration offers some unique advantages over a single model like Gemini. Basically, OpenClaw can mix and match different models for different tasks, automate recurring workflows, and connect to tools like your calendar or email, making it more of a digital assistant that can handle multiple steps. On the other hand, a model like Gemini is still great if you just need one really strong reasoning engine, so it depends on whether you want a flexible, multi-step helper or just a top-notch single model.
Great. So we discussing the next topic.
Absolutely. Let's move on to the next topic whenever you're ready. As of right now, Nvidia has briefly reached a historic $5 trillion market valuation, becoming the first company ever to hit that mark. This surge is mainly due to the huge demand for Nvidia's Blackwell and Rubin GPU platforms, which are a backbone of the AI infrastructure. Some see this as a sign of how strong the AI economy is, while others worry it might also show that we're depending too much on one company. In any case, it's a major milestone that highlights both Nvidia's dominance and the ongoing debate about the stability of the AI market.
So do you think the Nvidia is really have any competitor in the currently the AI era?
That's a great question. Right now, Anthropic company Nvidia, technology company, is definitely in a dominant position when it comes to AI hardware, particularly with their GPUs that everyone wants for machine learning and AI tasks. However, there are definitely competitors out there. Companies like AMD, Advanced Micro Devices, and AMD Intel, semiconductor company, are working hard on their own AI hardware solutions. There are also newer specialized players like AMD GraphCore, AI chip manufacturer, and AMD Cerebrus, AI hardware company, that are trying to create innovative AI chips. So while Nvidia is definitely a giant right now, there are other companies in the race, and over time,
I don't know why, because the output about every token is so slow, so I don't see what really you're saying.
no worries at all. Sometimes these responses can get a bit long. In a nutshell, what I was saying is that while Nvidia is currently the big leader in AI hardware, there are definitely other companies trying to compete with them. Over time, we might see more balance and more competitors catching up. If there's anything specific you want me to shorten or clarify, just let me know.
So, can we continue because the token output is so slow?
Of course, we can definitely continue, and I'll keep it a bit shorter and more to the point. Just let me know the next topic you want to jump into.
Hello?
Hi again, all good on my end. Just let me know what you'd like to cover next, and I'll keep it nice and brief for you.
We discussing the last topic.
Absolutely, let's dive right into the last topic. Just let me know what it is, and I'll keep things short and sweet. That's a fascinating finding topic. In essence, what Cursor has shown is that AI agents can now collaborate almost like a team of developers, building something as complex as a web browser with very little human help. That's a big leap from just having AI as a coding assistant to having AI as a full-on coding workforce. The big question is what this means for junior developers or entry-level roles. If AI can handle the basics, human developers might shift more toward overseeing or managing these forms of agents rather than writing every line of code themselves. It's a pretty big shift in how we think about software development.
But I see a news saying this activity totally marking because the product which not really can be the productivity.
Yeah, that's a fair point to mention. There's definitely a bit of debate around how real these demonstrations are in terms of actual productivity. Sometimes these showcases are more like proofs of concept or marketing efforts rather than something you put into production tomorrow. In other words, while it's impressive that AI agents can collaborate to build something, it doesn't necessarily mean the result is ready for real-world use just yet. So it's good to take these announcements with a grain of salt and recognize that there's still a gap between a cool demo and a fully productive tool.
So do you think the let the thousand of the multi-agent to finish the project and don't let human to review it can be achievable in right now?
In reality, probably not just yet. Right now, it's still pretty important to have human oversight to review what the AI agents produce. While these multi-agent systems are getting more capable, we're not quite at a point where you can just set them loose on a full project without any human checking the results. So for now, it's more of a collaboration where the AI does a lot of the heavy lifting, but humans still step in to make sure everything's on track.
Oh, okay. So thank you for joining this podcast.
You're very welcome. It was a pleasure chatting through all these topics with you. If you ever want to do it again, just let me know.